I feel like the luckiest man on earth right now. And I want you to know that I am not a hero in this at all. And President Trump is a hero. These men that came from the diplomatic service are heroes. The senators and representatives that passed legislation in my honor to get me home are the heroes. This superorganism of people that came to my support and the love that I was given sustained me for 3.5 years in a prison that had me in hospitals for more than 100 days. I was given more than 400 injections in that time. And knowing I had the support of my fellow Pennsylvanians, my family, my friends, it was so overwhelming.
What were the terms of this deal, Mr. President?
Very fair, very fair, very reasonable. Not like deals you've seen over the years. They were very fair. And I think that's going to lead, and somebody else is being released tomorrow that you will know of.
Marc Fogel. Mark Hilliard Fogel is an American schoolteacher who was arrested in August 2021 by Russian authorities for trying to enter Russia with 0.6 ounces, 17 g, of medical marijuana. In June 2022, he was sentenced to 14 years in prison. He was released on February 11, 2025. Fogel is from Pennsylvania, United States. He attended the Indiana University of Pennsylvania. He was a history teacher at international schools in Colombia, Malaysia, Oman, Mexico, and Venezuela. He had lived and worked in Russia since 2012, teaching at the Anglo-American School of Moscow. In August 2021, Fogel entered Russia through customs at Sheremetyevo Airport when around half an ounce of medical marijuana was found in his luggage. The substance had been prescribed to him in the United States to treat chronic pain. In June 2022, Fogel was convicted of drug trafficking and sentenced to 14 years in prison. In October 2022, he was transferred from a detention center in Moscow to a penal colony, where he would serve the remainder of his sentence. In May 2022, the U.S. State Department designated basketball player Brittney Griner as being wrongfully detained, but did not do so for Fogel. Fogel's case had not generated the public attention that Griner's case had garnered. Pennsylvania Senator Bob Casey voiced his dissatisfaction with the Biden administration's handling of the case. In August 2022, a bipartisan group of United States senators lobbied for the State Department to designate Fogel as wrongfully detained. Fogel's family called on Brittney Griner, who was imprisoned but released in a prisoner exchange in 2022, to speak out on his case. In 2022, following the Brittney Griner conversation, a petition was initiated on Change.org, calling for Fogel's freedom and urging the Biden administration to designate him as wrongfully detained. As of September 7, 2023, it had garnered 22,455 signatures out of its 25,000 signature goal. Fogel was not part of the 2024 Russian prisoner exchange, though according to an American official there were ongoing conversations about his release. Fogel's family voiced their disappointment that Fogel had not been included in the exchange, implying his lack of notoriety to be the cause. Mark has been unjustly detained for far too long and must be prioritized in any swap negotiations with Russia, regardless of his level of notoriety or celebrity. On August 1, 2024, National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan described Fogel as wrongfully detained, the first time a U.S. official had done so. On February 11, 2025, Marc Fogel was released by Russian authorities following diplomatic negotiations. He departed Russia alongside Steve Witkoff, who had been involved in discussions regarding his release. The United States Secretary of State, Marco Rubio, publicly confirmed Fogel's release in an official statement. Upon Fogel's arrival in the United States, he was welcomed into the White House by President Donald Trump, who later announced that another prisoner release would be taking place the next day.